Welcome back to Teshkid FX for another Hbar price prediction update, and in this video I'll be giving you the latest developments that have been happening here on the Hbar chart, which has continued to obey the Elliot wave structures, and also give you an area on the Fibonacci's that we need to continue watching. And before I get into that part of the technical analysis, make sure that you give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and also check out the channel membership. And allow me to start the video here on the daily chart by first giving you a recap of what has been happening, where you can see that Hbar, from these low prices that he had been trading within, we saw a very nice bounce to the upside, making it to an all-time high at around the $0.5855 mark in what I'm terming as a higher Elliot wave contour to the upside. And after seeing the all-time high, we started the bear market, where we had been seeing lower prices in this ABC corrective structure, which took us back to around the $0.0356 mark in what I'm terming as a higher Elliot wave contour to the lower side. And after seeing the low for that second wave, whatever we expect next is a bounce to the upside in the formation of that higher Elliot wave con 3. And here on the daily chart, I have a target area to the upside in the formation of that wave 3 using a trend-based Fibonacci at the Fib level 1.618, which perfectly lies at around the $0.9768 mark, and that is the minimum that I'm expecting that bounce to the upside in the formation of these higher Elliot wave con 3 to the upside to do. And before we get into the formation of that wave 3, we also expect to see a 5-wave structure in formation within that higher Elliot wave con 3, and giving you a key area on the Fibonacci's that we need to continue watching by connecting the Fibonacci's from the low of the first wave down there to the high of the wave 1. That key area on the Fibonacci is the Fib level 0.88, which perfectly lies at around the $0.0739 mark. And in that bounce that we had been seeing here on the Hbar chart, at some point we had managed to break above the Fib level 0.88 and made a high at around the $0.0814 mark, which was the first sign that we are getting back into the recovery phase, and whatever we are seeing over here could be the start of that higher Elliot wave con 3 to the upside. So we need to continue watching the Fib level 0.88, and once we manage to break above that key area on the Fibonacci's once more, then that could be the continuation of that impulsive wave to the upside in the formation of that higher Elliot wave con 3. And starting the short-term scenarios that I'm expecting here on the daily chart, and by first zooming in here on the daily chart, you can see that we had these candlesticks that we have information over here, where we have this long wick to the upper side, and this was the first sign that the buyers had been losing the momentum to continue pushing the market even higher, and the sellers had started to take over. That's why we had this long wick here on the daily chart, and that implies that we might see a bit of a corrective structure here on the charts in what I'm terming as a higher Elliot wave count 2 here on the 1-hour chart. So jumping to the 1-hour chart to give you the short-term scenarios that I'm expecting to play out. Here on the 1-hour chart, you can see that after making our low at around the $0.0356 mark, we started a very nice bounce to the upside in a move that has been obeying the Elliot wave structures, where you can see that I have these as the wave 1, then a wave 2, a wave 3, a wave 4, and then a wave 5, making its peak at around the $0.0812 mark. And after seeing this 5-wave structure to the upside, we can now term this whole structure as a larger Elliot wave count 1 to the upside. So we can have these as a larger Elliot wave count 1 to the upside. And after seeing the formation of a higher Elliot wave count 1, whatever we expect next is a bit of a corrective structure in the formation of a second wave before we see a wave 3, then a wave 4, and then continue pushing even higher in the formation of that wave 5. And I can change the color of that Elliot wave structure and also sketch out a minimum target area to the lower side in the formation of this wave 2 by connecting the Fibonacci's from the low of the first wave to the high of that wave 1, and that gives me a minimum retracement area between the Fib level 0.382 and the Fib level 0.618. So we can mark that target area here on the charts like that, which lies between the $0.0636 mark and the $0.0529 mark, and that is the minimum that I'm expecting that second wave to the lower side to do before we can expect another bounce to the upside in the formation of that wave 3, then a wave 4, and then a wave 5 to continue pushing even higher. And in the formation of that wave 2, I'm also expecting to see an ABC corrective structure play out, because the second wave is a corrective wave, So I'm expecting such a pattern, having that with C fully maximizing the formation of that second wave, and once that happens, then we can expect even higher prices in the formation of that wave 3. And for that to also play out, we need to lose the 20-day MA here on the 1 hour chart, which you can see we are trading above at the moment of this recording, and that means there are chances of seeing a bit of a short-term bullish movement in what could be giving us the high for that wave B. Then from there we can expect a retracement to the lower side in the formation of that wave C to the lower side. And we also need to be prepared for other scenarios, like Hbar can retrace back to the fib level 0.382, and once we touch the fib level 0.382, maybe we can see a reaction of that key area on the Fibonacci. It might give us support and then see an impulsive wave to the upside in what we can term as a higher edge wave count 3. But for now, it's too early for us to say that we have seen the low for this second wave, and we need to be a little bit patient, expect lower prices in this ABC corrective structure, maybe fully maximize our target area. Then from there we can expect an impulsive wave to the upside in the formation of that wave 3. And also taking a look at the indicators here on the 1 hour chart, you can see we are trading on the RSI at around the 57.26 mark, and that means we have massive room for us to support any movements to the lower side to fully maximize our second wave. And also taking a look at the MACD, on the MACD we have been able to print a bullish cross, and that could support a bit of a short-term bullish movement in the formation of that wave B before we can expect lower prices in the formation of that wave C. So that is what I'm expecting on the long term and also on the short term scenarios here on the Hbar chart, and I'll keep you updated on any movements that plays out.